We're back here live on Hoosier Friday Night Overtime. Now it's time for our Insider segment on Hoosier Friday Night Overtime. We're joined now by high school insider Steve Strimming and Jeff Robertson from Excel Sports. Good seeing you guys as always. Yep. Great seeing you, Jeff. People have been talking about this segment around town because you guys got all the inside scoop of what's going on, and you're here. I'm talking about you guys.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure it was me or Ashley singing Bob Dylan songs last weekend because I was up at Brebeuf tonight, and they were wanting to know if Ashley would, every time Brebeuf would, if they'd win, she'd sing. I said, I don't know, but I'll check into it.
She's got a great voice, by the way.
There you go.
All right, so tonight, I think the one thing that really surprised me, and our producer Mike Thompson talked about this, Ritter losing to Guerin. How did that happen?
And you and I sat there and watched Ritter spank Speedway last weekend.
Speedway last weekend.
Yeah, 14-0 at halftime. Pretty well owned the game. And Guerin had played some games that lost a couple of games there. I think we were kind of surprised at our sports. And at the beginning at Sports Locker, when we first came on with you, we thought Guerin Catholic might be a team to be reckoned with. They lost 4 games. You kind of take them out of your vocabulary. Tonight they went right back in it, didn't they?
Yeah. What caught your eye tonight? What was a surprise to you?
A little bit of a surprise tonight there. Definitely that Guerin Catholic score there. Yeah. But that's really whenever you talk about trap games. Ritter had to get up for the Speedway game, and then they fell into the trap of forgetting about Guerin Catholic and not respecting that
team. Let's talk about the teams everyone's been watching all season long. You got Warren Central first. No problems at all tonight, right?
Okay, no problems. 55-25. But Keith Shelton, you can see a glimmer of progress at North Central. Yeah, they got beat, but you can see some good positive things come there. Give Keith a couple more, maybe another year, the rest of the season. Keith's going to have a pretty good team at North Central. You got to just watch him mature, right?
Yeah, and you told me a couple of weeks ago actually last week when they beat Ben Davis, you said this is the team to beat in 5A. You still feel that way?
I still feel that way, although I can't wait for the Carmel and Warren Central matchup there, head-to-head.
Yeah, and speaking of Carmel tonight, Carmel wins as well. Jeff, what do you like about this Carmel team? It seems like for a team that's ranked, number 1, that a lot of people are not talking about too much, though, right?
People aren't talking about him, but that's only because Warren Central's around. This is still an excellent team at Carmel, and I'm still interested to see them in person because of seeing what kind of influence Kevin Wright's having on that team. Of course, he created a dynasty essentially at Warren Central, and now let's see what he can do with Carmel.
Okay, and let's talk about Devin Brinson here for the Greyhounds. Boys, this kid, he can run with the football,
He can fly.
Yeah, what do you like about him?
I like how he runs off the edge. And I also like his patience running behind the guards and the tackles on the line. He seems to have some pretty good patience when he goes through there. And I like the kid.
Okay, let's talk about now tonight. You've got 5 worth the drive next week. What is this all about? Here are the teams: Danville at Frankfort, Tech at Fort Wayne South, Park Tudor at Ritter, Pike at Columbus North, Southport at Franklin Central. All right, take us through this, Steve. I'm liking this, though. What's this about?
This is about... Remember the old thing, I think Wish TV even used to do this, was on a tank of gas, you could go anywhere in Indiana, okay? So on Friday nights, you can use a tank of gas and you can go watch anything you want. Yeah. And we think these are 5 games that you could go on a tank of gas and come back and go, that's some pretty good football. Some things out of the ordinary that you don't normally see,
Yeah, Park Tudor at Ritter?
Hey, they're rivals and both private schools. They'll go at each other.
I think this Pike against Columbus North may be worth the drive. Saw Pike play tonight. I mean, they're coming around. They've had some problems early on in the season, but I would not want to play them in the postseason. Would you?
No. And the first game of the season, Chris and I were up. Whitlick and I were up there with Center Grove and Pike, and Pike played pretty well that night. Darren, at the end of the night, Derek Moyers goes, guys, I don't want a moral victory. Moral victories does us nothing. You can go around and say, yes, we played them well, but we gained nothing out of this.
Yeah.
Tonight they kind of proved a point. Now look at the MIC, AC. I mean the MIC, Conference Indiana. Conference Indiana. Yeah. 5 teams are tied for the lead, including who? Perry Meridian with Scott Marsh. What a big win for them tonight. And I'm sitting there watching Perry going, this is up for grabs now.
Yeah, and what about a Tech and Fort Wayne South? They got their big test coming up, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of a different team for Tech to be playing, but Tech had to fill in some places in their schedule whenever 2 of the IPS schools dropped football.
Okay, let's take a look at the trap games coming up for the upcoming week. And we got Bloomington North at Perry Meridian, Hamilton Southeastern at Westfield, North Central at Carmel, Northview at Brebeuf. The music kind of tells you this could be kind of like a trap situation. Jeff, what sticks out to you as you look at the screen there?
I think the Brebeuf and Northview game could be pretty interesting there. I still keep looking for Westfield, though, to make some noise with that big upset. Something tells me with a quarterback like Wade Bertrand that Westfield's got one big upset in them.
And you got Hamilton Southeastern at Westfield to keep an eye on that game as well, right?
I think so, but you know, after tonight, who knows? I mean, we can sit here and talk about high school football teams, but man, when it comes down to it, it's the kids on Friday night, and if they're fired up, ready to go, and they get some breaks, we got some winners. I mean, that's all you have to do is just look around at all this stuff.
I want to talk about Avon tonight because I got a chance to go out to Brownsburg and I saw them play. And you look at their record, you know, they were 2-4 going into that game. Now they're 3-2. And you can just tell watching Avon play that they're a lot better than the record. And here's another team, I think, Jeff, that you do not want to see in sectionals as well.
Avon got off to kind of a slow start this year, but they're starting to pick up on what Coach Mark Bless is doing. Obviously, Coach Bless did a great job at Mooresville developing the running game, and it took a little bit for Avon's players to get used to that different style there, but I think they're picking it up, and the Blackman kid in the backfield is
he's pretty good.
He's not bad.
Yeah, and you know, Dominique, 300-some yards down there when you guys had him in the dome. And he's, you know, then Mark, I was out at Avon today. Mark had kind of moved him to a defensive back because they needed some help. 59-37 scores. You need a little defensive help every once in a while. But they helped Brownsburg to 17 points tonight. But they needed Blackman's speed back in that game. I think that was a key tonight. Okay,
I'm still surprised, though, about this. Congratulations to Garen. Give them a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
But a little surprised to see Ritter come out as flat as they were tonight and lose tonight. So.
Yeah, I think it surprises anybody. Anybody tells you it doesn't surprise them, come talk to us.
And you see it right there, the score of the night. Garen Catholic, big win for them. 35-26 over Ritter. It's unbeaten on the year, and they get their first loss of the season. Should we be concerned about Ritter at all, going in and get set close, you know, gearing up for the sectionals down the road?
Ritter has no guarantees to even get out of the sectional, especially with a team like Heritage Christian, which is putting up a lot of points.
Yeah, and one thing about Ritter, they are playing with a freshman quarterback, so you got to give them a little time.
But it's a Parika.
And they know they're pretty good.
There we go.
All right, appreciate your time. Always good seeing you guys.
Yep.
And we can go to excelsports.com.
EXCELHsports.com, and you can order our high school football magazine. It's really simple to follow through. It's an email address. You email me what you need, and we'll take care of it.
Okay, and you guys know everything about high school sports. Glad you're part of our team. We're going to take a break straight ahead here on Hoosier Friday Night Overtime. We'll give the Athlete of the Week award to a guy who also deserves the Good Hands trophy. Yeah, stick and stay for this one. We got it for you next.